Hello, friends, and welcome back to Gung Ho Guns Gaming. I hope you're all having a fantastic week so far. I know I am. Today, we're coming back into the post apocalyptic world of Once Human. I've clocked in over 200 plus hours in this game, and man, I cannot get enough. But let's be honest, the melee builds are about as satisfying as a soggy biscuit. And the bullet crafting, oh my god, I'm done with it. I am really done with it. There is just so much to do, and I just can't do it anymore. So I hatched a plan out of complete laziness, a cutting scheme to avoid making bullets until I hit max level, and then I can play whatever the hell I want. So I went around and checked everything out, and I found a way to do it. So thank you guys for coming again. Today we're gonna be going into the build that I like to call, wait for it, wait for it, samurai with axes. It's like a Hollywood movie, but better. And thank you again, guys, for being here for it. I'm going to give you the whole thing, and we'll just go from there step by step as we build it together. Oh, there we go. He just swung at it. All right, so step one, we need the Deviant, obviously the Xeno Purifier, and this is what it looks like here. And I'll show you how to get that as well. So I got mine a little bit differently. I was just testing out some builds at the dungeon or the silos as they call them. I'm going to show you which one. It's or the sorry the Mirage Monolith. And after I beat it, it just dropped for me in there, so you can get it there. But there's actually an easier way to get it as well. If you don't want to go do that and you want to risk it, if you just go to your season objectives into the first one, the Mist of Mirage, and you go to the challenges part. On the very last one right there, you'll see that it says defeat 200 enemies with melee and you'll get it. So all you got to do is go to like a lower level area and just kill 200 things with your melee weapon, and you'll get the Xeno Purifier that way, so you don't have to risk anything. Super easy, and that's how you would do that. And then the next step, and then again the very important one after that is the weapon. I wish they had a sword, but again we'll stick with the axe because it's pretty good. I did the stun baton for a little bit, but I think the axe is just a little bit better. And I'll show you where I got that as well. Now again, I was in the silo, the level 25 Phi silo. Let me see where that is. It's right there. So this is the one where it dropped for me because I was just farming this guy for a little bit. However, if you do not like to do that, if you don't like to just sit there on an enemy and farm it, you can actually get the blueprint to drop right here at the Ricci settlement or securement point. In one of the armor boxes or one of the other gear boxes, you'll find a blueprint in there. That's where you will find it as well. So just in case, you can, both ways will work. So really quick, the reason why I think the axe is the perfect weapon for it, if you look at it right here, it grants you fortress warfare. Pretty much whenever you activate a heavy attack or when you swing at somebody, for the next 10 seconds, this drops and it grants it to all the allies near you, especially if you're doing, with a bunch of players and, in bigger groups. They get a damage boost. And on top of that, your grants you crit rate 10%, melee swing speed, etc., etc. It's just amazing. So again, this is very easy to notice when it drops. As you drop it, it'll put it right under your feet. It's fantastic. This is why I actually think the long axe is perfect just for this. Anyway, let's move on to step three, and I think this is gonna make the build even better. And step three is gonna be the gear sets that we use. Now, I'm gonna use three different sets here, and again, this will make things better. For you, I used 3 pieces of the raid set, 2 pieces of the rustic set, and the 1 piece of the blast set, and here's why. So for the blast set, the first one just for the big heavy damage 20% is amazing. Definitely a must-have. Definitely must have at least 1 piece, doesn't matter which one, of the blast helmet set. After that, the rustic, the original set. Again, you can craft this for a bigger tier, but the melee damage 15% is also juicy. It's spicy. Definitely recommend getting that as well. And then after that, I went with the raid set for the the three here. But honestly, you can even get a different set for this one. I just like the if it's over 80, you get the extra damage and the extra defense is really good. However, there are other sets that will work to replace the raid set just fine. For example, the scout set is just as good. So really up to you how you want to do it. But this is my setup that I have now. So lastly, let's go into the cradle. For step 4, I definitely, I have 5 unlocked right now, but you really need only 4. This is how I have my setup. In the last one, I didn't choose any. The only one that I guess would really work would be maybe steady hand, but the other 5 up there kind of work hand in hand together. So for the first one, I went with the melee enhancement. Is just fantastic. 20% when holding a melee weapon, and you recover stamina a lot quicker. Cannot go wrong with it. We are going to be using a Deviant with us, so this is just makes things a lot easier. And then I roll all the time. This gives you damage reduction, which is great for 4 seconds after. I'm going to show you a trick with that later. Also, since you're melee, you're going to be taking a lot of damage as well. So having your cooldowns reduced in healing items is awesome. And then the brawl boost is the last one that I chose, and I went from there. There really isn't anything else that you can choose. I think these are the best setup that I have. So if you get the next one or the next set, maybe try out the steady and below. But I think this is the best setup for now. Anyway. As we move on, I'm going to show you a little Deviant power set with a Deviant that we choose. One, I mean, look how awesome he looks, right? He just looks fantastic, man. I'm going to show you a little thing that he does that it just makes me a fan of this build. Now, I've played rogues in other games out there. This Deviant has a similar power to it. Let me show you an example here. So, the way it works is, and again, when you swing your sword, if he's out, when you swing your weapon, you teleport to the guy and you hit him with it, just like this. See, as you teleport, kind of like the shadow step from other rogue games, it's fantastic. It just makes playing a melee character in this game a lot better and a lot easier and super fun. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm probably gonna play this until level 50 until I unlock everything, and then I can play whatever the hell I want. But this just is very overpowered right now. This melee build with the axe, it's just yeah, it's really good. And the very last step for here is step 5 is to calibrate that axe or whatever melee weapon you choose to at least 4. I'm gonna do 7, but at the moment I'm level 4 and I have done the level 30 raid that just came out, or the dungeon that I unlocked. I went in there and I barely took 10% damage. I killed everything super slow. I am one-shotting all the ads, and at the boss fight, I am hitting them for 5k each almost. It's so satisfying. Anyway, thank you guys again for joining me for this video. I hope you learned something. If you did, please give me a subscribe and a like. It helps me quite a bit, and I will see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your gameplay in Once Human, and see you again very soon. Take care, everybody.